And we are back. We are here with the number one seed in his own region, James Harden, playing against the number 9 seed, Spencer Dinwiddie. We have this line at Harden minus 5.5. Over under is 17.5. Harden looked really, really good in the first round. One of the few players to be taking a whole lot of threes, which, we've talked about the math problem before in a setting where you have ones and twos versus twos and threes, super important. So we'll see Harden whether that continues. A high three-point rate is going to be quite important as he moves on in this tournament. So we'll see whether he's able to get those up and battle these big men. But today, doesn't have to battle big men. Fellow guard and Spencer Dinwiddie. Matt, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
No, the line's a little high. Spencer's pretty good. He's able to get to his spot pretty easily, as you saw in that possession where he just blew by Harden. Harden should win, but I feel like Spencer, there you go, again. So I feel like both these guys are just, their hesitation explosion is so high, they should be able to get their simulated partners up and then blow past them until they're able to get to the rim. Yeah. Nice. That was just a nice little move there. Just smart.
Yeah.
Those Harden's a really underrated smart player.
I know, he is. We give credit to all these guys like LeBron for their basketball IQ and sort of don't realize that the stuff that Harden does that people
in my
hate.
opinion, nobody manipulates their opponent in space as well as Harden does. And that's not just because of like the foul drawing. It's that like I've watched him so much. The little I call it the narco dribble because he puts you to sleep. That slow back and forth thing that he does. It looks like he's not doing. Everyone's like he's just dribbling the air out of the ball. I'm like, no, he's taking steps to get you to take 2 steps to the right so he can get to his left. Like he manipulates everybody. No matter who you are, he just waits you out until your feet are not where you need to be, and then he takes advantage of it with whatever move he's got.
Yeah, that was the interesting thing, if we're going way back, that I think everyone was trying to figure out him playing out of Arizona State, which is that the game looked so slow for him. And you're like, okay, is this going to translate? Like, I think that's how Harden's been since he's, been in high school, college. Like, the dude just, like, so, it's not even cautious. It's more just, like, he's so confident that he doesn't have to move fast,
So Harden's not what I think a lot of people think. So, like, he definitely enjoys the nightlife. That's definitely something that you can verify through various means. But when I was covering Warriors Rockets in 2018, they had canceled shoot around, and I asked Antonio in a scrum why, and he was like, well, a bunch of our guys are late risers, and that was put very delicately, and I was like, oh, like he's talking about Harden.
How long ago was this?
This is 18.
Okay.
And so I thought he was talking about Harden, like, oh, Harden's going out all night, and so he can't be getting up to shoot around the next day for a playoff series. But then I'm leaving, and this is at like D'Antoni was available, but the Rockets were not shoot around, and so I'm going upstairs through the stairwell, and the stairwell goes by the Rockets weight room, and as I'm going in, like I'm not like poking my head in because I get kicked out. But as I'm going through, like, I see Harden walk by. He's in the weight room, like, sweat, like, going full on. So I asked around about it, and it turns out Harden was one of the only people when they voted on whether to have shoot-around or not to say he wanted shoot-around. Because he actually comes in and gets his work up every single time. So Harden's able to do all of his various extracurricular exploits and still comes in and gets the work
without it affecting him.
I think is really impressive.
I mean, that's the thing about Harden is all these guys who are load managing. Harden does not. He's the star that does not load manage. Right. The dude plays 40 minutes every night without fail. He's like, a 90. He's like MJ, like a 90s star in that regard. He just he's going to play 35 to 40 minutes. He's going to get up his shots, and you never have to worry about him.
So Spencer's has secured the cover here.
Yep. Again, it's 5.5. So Spencer, able to get the cover. This is the interesting thing about Harden. We always talk about he's sort of an underrated defender, but that's really because we're talking about like his post defense. But quick guards, quick smart guards like Dinwiddie are going to be able to get around him. Harden, the step
finishes it. Done. Gives him some encouragement on the way out. I like that.
Yeah. 11-7. a solid game, I think, from both players.
Yeah,
I
that was
don't
good.
feel sort of any differently about Harden. I think he's probably a little underrated right now, given the
He has
two-pointers.
so many more shots and things he can get to than I
Yeah.
think people realize. And this game actually really does reflect that because he's such a star player. So, yeah, great game for him, and he'll advance.